Good morning, everyone. Good morning, judges. Well, transportation is a very personalized sector, right? Let me talk about myself. Well, I'm a person who started transportation via public transport using buses. Then I moved into three-wheelers. Well, then I moved into taxis, let's say, cabs. And then, we started our startup and it was successful, so we bought ourselves some vehicles. Let me introduce you the team of Tuk-Tuk. We have Asela Samarapperuma, who's an ERP expert, and we have Nipun Fernando, who is a cinematographer and also a videographer as well. And then we have CTO of Urban Lab, that's the startup we created, that's Ajith. And myself, I'm the CEO of Urban Lab. My name is Sachira Fernando. So Tuk-Tuk is basically a mobile app, right? Which will give you a ride in minutes, as it says. So it's very simple. What we want to do is, we found a problem in the existing transportation mechanism which we find in Sri Lanka. Let's say you want to find a tuk. You need to know something. That something would be a number to call. And these numbers, definitely they'll be in numbers as you find. You get so many taxi companies offering. You get budget taxi, you get fare taxi, you get this taxi, that taxi. You have so many taxi companies. So as I moved into being independent and driving my own vehicle, one day I wanted to order a tuk-tuk rather, and I just called the common number I knew, and unfortunately I couldn't get the taxi I wanted. And then I'd keep on searching and searching and searching, but I couldn't find a proper taxi company. And that's why, at that moment, while being a mobile app developer and hearing all these stories about Uber and Lyft and all these other applications which you can find worldwide, I was thinking, why don't we have a mobile app for Sri Lanka just to find a taxi? Well, I searched, and I came across a few apps as well. Guess what? I couldn't get what to do in these apps. Please go to the So that's why I came up with a very simple platform, a very simple app rather, to find a taxi just by clicking a button. So you click the button, right? And then you get your set of drivers, and then you select who you want to travel with, and then you start your journey. But there's a problem. What about feature phones? If you take tuk-tuks in our country, you wouldn't believe we have 1.9 million tuks. This information we grabbed from David Pires and also from TVS. That's like 1 to 10 ratio of the population. Definitely there's a problem because if you look at a tuk-tuk driver, this person would not have the capacity to buy a smartphone, so they tend to use feature phones. So in that case, there was no possible way to communicate to a tuk-tuk driver, even though we had the smartphone application, that there's a hire waiting for them. So that's when I actually heard about Zenit Mobile APIs, an idea mark, and I came across this wonderful set of APIs which we can use, USSD, LBS, and SMS APIs from Zenit Mobile to integrate with this mobile application. Yes, talking about the future of this app, right? This has global competition. You have Uber as a major player, you have Lyft, you have Ola ruling India, you have MyTaxi ruling Singapore, you have GoCash ruling Australia. But the problem is, all of these apps, they use two elements. One is the smartphone, number two is credit cards. I don't think in Sri Lanka, these two elements would work because people in Sri Lanka, they wouldn't want to use credit cards and they wouldn't want to use smartphones just like that. So definitely I believe this model would work because we are not charging from the users, we are charging from the drivers. And that's also on a basis which they are already familiar with. Because if you take budget taxi, fare taxi, all of these taxi services, they charge a driver on a per day basis. even though they get hires or not. So market penetration wise, okay, the font is missing.
Tuk-Tuk, your time is up.
Right, thank you.